All right, so beautiful morning. It's a beautiful Tuesday morning, and I am so super dope, excited, and grateful unto God for the amazing, priceless, beautiful gift that God has blessed each and every one of us with. How are you doing, my brother? How are you doing, my sister? Good morning, Africa. Good morning, Nigeria. Good morning to the whole wide world. And good morning to you, my amazing fans out there. You guys have been tremendously amazing, and I cannot take your love for granted. But this morning, I want to put something on your table that a whole lot of people have become victims of. What I'm about to say this morning will shock you. Some people, they do it unknowingly of what the implication of what they are doing is, and the damage that it can cause to them, or that is already causing to them. Now, I want to say to you that the greatest enemy of self is the thought, is your thoughts. The greatest enemy of man is his thoughts. Can we say it this way, that the greatest enemy of a man is what a man allows to dwell in the inside of him, and that begins to manipulate him and then control him. There are people who have become victims of their thoughts. There are people who have become victims of their fear. Now, let me tell you what kills faster than even the challenge, what kills faster than even the situation, what kills faster than even what the problem is your thoughts and your fear. For me, fear is the greatest enemy of man, and fear is the greatest limiter of one's destiny. Until you come to deal with that thing called fear, you cannot move forward. Until you discipline fear, until you put fear in its place, you cannot break forth. Until you tame fear, you cannot advance. But that is the truth. Haven't you seen cases where people got a job offer? Now, because of the stories that they've heard about a particular maybe country or location, they will say to themselves, God forbid, I cannot go to that place. With all those things that I'm hearing, with all the things that is going on there, I cannot go. Now, the thing that people don't understand is that the ways of God can never appear in the way that man wants to see it. Most of the time, your breakthrough picture does not look appealing, does not look good, does not look sweet at all. It does not look presenting at all. Sometimes it doesn't look like something that you can accept. But the truth of the matter is that when you walk right through it, then the beauty will now be discovered. It's just like saying you cannot conclude what a book looks like just because of the way it's being packaged. The package might be wrong, but the content might be right. If you don't come to that place where you defeat your fear, if you don't come to that place where you no longer become a slave to your thoughts, there is a problem. There are cases where people, when they look at the background where they are coming from, they shut themselves up. They don't want to make attempts in trying at all. They don't want to give life a shot. They don't want to stretch. They don't want to strive. They don't want to press. Why? Because the thought of this is who we are has already imprisoned them and has enslaved them. So for that reason, their potential becomes useless. You know, the thing that they are supposed to be striving for, that strength is no longer there. The morale, the willingness is already like what? Being, destroyed. Do you want to break free? You must be fear-free. Do you want to advance in life? You must be fear-free. The Bible says for Job, the things that Job feared came upon him. The minute you not taught fear, you will begin to see the realities of fear happens in your life. You got married as a lady, and maybe in your family, your previous sisters or relations who have gotten married, they have delay in bringing forth, and because you are coming from that same route, you say to yourself, man, there's no point, thinking the opposite or thinking in the positive side. This thing is what happened. It's you hear them say things like it is their family pattern, and you have already given that negative force a dwelling place, because the Bible says that whatever it is that is in you that is not planted by God is meant to be uprooted. It is not permitted to stay and should not be given the leverage to stay. You must speak against whatever it is that does not look like what God has promised you. And this is where people get it wrong. They tend to accept family lineage. They tend to accept family history. They tend to accept family trend, against the promises of God for their life. And every time that a man comes to that point where he or she, accepts family pattern instead of God's promise for their life, they become like the rest family member. Don't you know? Do you not see it? But anytime one out of that family comes to say, no, I refuse to be like the rest, my case must be different. I know who I am, even though that I am from this family, but I know that my destiny is not tied to this family, that my family do not determine who I should become, what I should become, and where I should be. Then because I know that God wishes me well and not bad, for his thoughts towards me, they are only of good and not of evil, then I refuse to be what this pattern says that we are. I cannot be who this pattern says that is who we are. My case is different. And then you begin to declare positivity against the negativity, and you see your life will begin to become positive. We have seen people where they say that their fathers have never built a house before. So what is the hope for them? Now listen, right? Until you arrest that fear, you cannot break free of his hold over your life. And you cannot make advancements if you are a slave to fear. You cannot break free if you are a prisoner of the negative thoughts that you have allowed to find, dwelling in you. I came here to challenge you today that listen to me, my sister. Listen to me, my brother. Your thoughts does not have the say over your life. Your fear does not have the say of the final say over your life. Your family background or history or trend or history pattern does not have the final say in your life. You are the one who has the final say in your life, because God has given you the authority and dominion to decide and to choose and to accept what you want and the things that you don't want. Listen, Jesus said that it was finished on the cross, meaning that whatever it is that it is not beautiful, whatever that does not represent the things that God wished for you, that they were taken off your path and taken off your destiny. It is now left for you, because at times, you see, most of the things that we see around our life, they are not real, they are only mirage. Now, you accepting it is what makes it to become a reality in your life. By the time you open up a door for a negative image or a negative force, you see, you have given them a place to dwell. But the minute that you realize and recognize who you are and begin to speak in the authority that has been already given to you, those things will disappear, because the Bible said that for the truth that you know will set you free. And that for anything that you bind here on earth, they are also bind in heaven. That is, the host of heaven, they are in alignment to bring to pass that which you are enforcing. Did you hear that? The host of heaven and the force of heaven, they are in alignment to bring to pass that which you are enforcing. They are at your service, and you must never Speak that which is not part of God's promises for your life. Neither should you accept it. I came here this morning to speak into your life, and by the power in the name of Jesus, we take authority over every negative force and the spirit of fear to lose his grip over your life now in Jesus' mighty name. Begin to be who God said that you will be in Jesus' mighty name. I love you, and do have a beautiful Tuesday. Bye.